This morning, brand new information about the weeks leading up to the brutal murders of Hollywood legend Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, allegedly at the hands of their own son, Nick. New reports claiming that Nick had recently been diagnosed with schizophrenia, and the medications he was taking reportedly left him erratic and dangerous. Dr. Mark Siegel is a Fox News senior medical analyst and author of the book, The Miracles Among Us, which is doing tremendously well. And he joins us now. Dr. Siegel, I want to talk to you about this because it seemed to me like these parents were doing everything they could. This weekend, I sent you an article that I read. It was a woman who wrote this article a few years back and brought it back. It was in Salon. I want to read you what she said, and I want to come back and get your opinion. She said, this is a woman who had a son with a similar situation. She said, things couldn't get worse. We told ourselves, but we were wrong. Our son, the former chess champion and 1980s music buff, stopped responding to language altogether. This was after they put him on meds. He could not follow directions such as put on some pants or get in the car, and he began walking away from everywhere, from home, from work, often in the middle of the night. Eventually, as you know from this story, and if people want to look it up online, she ended up taking him to a different doctor who said, get him off these drugs, and they kind of got their son back. So how much do you think these medications had to do with the situation of these murders?
They could have, and that's the thing. And I want to say right off that people and teens and kids are not chemistry experiments. And the problem with Nick Reiner, and again, I don't know whether this is the answer, I just know it's a question, which is he was on a lot of drugs. He was taking cocaine, he had a history of heroin addiction, and the way that antipsychotics work in the brain is they work on the dopamine receptors, stopping dopamine in its tracks. But cocaine increases dopamine. And if you're not taking antipsychotics properly, you can get what's called sensitization of the receptors and become psychotic because of the meds when you do take them. They're unpredictable. Usually they work, and they usually decrease violence. But if they're not used properly, or again, if they're used in coordination with other drugs, like he was using illicit drugs, they can make you psychotic. I also don't like the diagnosis schizophrenia just thrown around like that, out of the blue. You know, I don't want doctors knee-jerking. Now, again, we don't know exactly what happened here, and I'm talking more generally, and I also was very struck by that article you sent me by Amy Bauer about her son, and I've definitely seen in my practice experiences where when you stop medications, people do better.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of these incidents, these violent outbursts that young people have, whether it's a gun or a knife in this case, they tend to be on medications, and we never talk about it. So I'm glad that we are. Maybe we also need to bring back mental health, mental clinics.
That's another thing. So personalized approaches are really important, not one size fits all. And you brought out another point. In California, they're down to 5 state-run mental hospitals. So someone like Nick maybe should have been in a psych hospital. Maybe they couldn't get him in there. Maybe they weren't able to admit him. Maybe they didn't have the facility.
Oh. Interesting stuff. We need to rethink all of this. All right, well, Dr. Siegel, you have a dad. He's 102 years old. Unbelievable. He got the flu, and you say his survival is another example of miracles among us.
He is all over my book. My father is 102. He has survived dialysis. He survived a ventilator at 98. He survived an emergency bowel procedure. He has survived a hip operation. And through it all, he's completely with it. And he says his secret to his success is if someone tries to punch, he ducks. Yeah. Now, here he is with the flu at home, and I want everybody out there to know what saved him this time was not bringing him to the emergency room. Rachel and I are thinking outside the box here, not just with Nick Reiner, but also with my father. I got him Tamiflu in the middle of the night. He had a flu shot. He has a wonderful aide at home that looks after him. We got him an antibiotic because with flu, 1/3 of the time you develop a secondary infection, bronchitis or pneumonia. 102 years old. Flu treatment.
How do you know if not going to the hospital is the right thing to do?
Because nobody at 102 should be in the hospital. The older you get, the more the hospital is not the place. We got a swab. We figured out from a swab that he had the flu, not from an ER, where all these people, other infections. I'm not saying ERs are bad places, but you don't want to go there unless you have to.
I love this advice. Dr. Siegel, he's the author.
This is how the miracle comes, by the way. You get a miracle by using your God's hands, and then God comes involved. If you set things up just the right way, you can get a miracle.
I'll tell you another miracle, a good son. That's what you are. Thank you,
He
Dr.
says I've
Siegel.
gotten better lately.
Yeah, I like that guy already. All right.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.